Hey my friends, welcome back to my channel. Kay here from At Home with Kay, and today I'm participating in a challenge video, but I'll talk to you a little bit about that later on. So I am gonna make five projects, and they're all gonna be under $5. That's part of the challenge, but I'll talk about that, like I said, a little later. So what I have is these plaques, those nice plaques that we see at Dollar Tree. They're fairly new. They're round, and one of them's round, one's square, and I think one's a rectangle and one's a heart, I believe. Well, I got this one here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna paint a beach scene on it because my tiered tray is gonna be beach themed, ocean themed. So this is the part of the scene that's going to be the sand, and then the other part is going to be the ocean. And I'm just adding this paint here. I think it was a caramel color paint, and it did look like the color of sand slightly. And then I have this blue color, and that's going to be the oceany watercolor. I've only been to an actual ocean like once in my life, and it was actually twice, I guess, when I went to the Bahamas, and then once when I was in Europe. I saw the North Sea, and man, it was a ferocious thing to see. It was just so, it was just tossing and turning and everything. It was kind of scary but beautiful at the same time. But anyways, I'm gonna paint this blue color, and it's so pretty and tropical. And then we're gonna move on to our next step. Okay, so now I wanted it to look like the waves were rolling in slightly, like just crashing in up against the sand. So then I put the white on the edge, and when you add the white on the edge, you kind of dab it, because you want it to look, bubbly and foamy, how it crashes against the sand and the rock and everything. Oh, I should have put rocks here. Oh, wow. Too late now, but that would have been beautiful. So that's what I was doing here, just dab, dab, dab against the edge of the water, and then adding some highlights of white in the water to make it look like, the water is actually moving and flowing and crashing, and just so peaceful. I love the ocean. So then I wanted to make a seashell and a starfish. And this clay was just in my stash. I've had it for over a year, I believe. I want to stay within the $5. So I believe this definitely is within the $5, but I just wanted to make a starfish. So I just took a teeny ball of clay, rolled it up, and then I used the end of my paint stick to push in the sides to make the arms of the starfish. And then I'm just going to point them out all the way around. And then I'm going to just stick it in the oven to harden it for a bit. I'm going to make 2 starfish and 2 seashells to go on this little scene that I'm making here. And I'm doing the same thing with the seashells, just rolling out a little ball, flattening it, and then shaping it into a seashell, and then using an object to make the lines of the seashell on the top of the shell. So friends, this is the 5 under $5 challenge, the 5 under $5 tiered tray challenge. That is, we're to make 5 projects for under that price for our tiered trays. The host of this challenge is Farm Charm Chic. The other host is Crafty Cove, and the guest host this month is Craft Away with May. These ladies are phenomenal. I have learned so much from each one of them, and I will have their channels and the playlist to this challenge linked in the description box below. Please check them out after you finish watching this video. Now what I'm doing here is just adding some coral color to the starfish. When I looked online, that's, usually starfish usually are that color, a reddish color or a tan color. So that's what I did. So then here are those other oval shaped wood rounds that you get from Dollar Tree. And I just decided I was gonna create these cute little flip-flops. And first I wanted to add this antique wax, but I should have mixed it with water because it just comes out too thick for me. I like it better when it's mixed with water and I use a paintbrush, and that's what I'm going to do next time. So I'm trying to wipe a little bit of it off, and then I'm going to take my white paint and kind of lighten it up a little bit. But I'm just adding the antique wax only on the top and around the outside edges to make it look, a little bit more finished. And then I'm going to move on to my next step. And I just added a little bit of the white to lighten up that antique wax because it was just a little bit too thick for me. I don't know if mine's getting old or whatnot. But anyway, then I just used this ribbon from my stash that I get from Dollar Tree. I'm sure we've all seen this ribbon. And this is what my flip-flop is going to be made out of. And I'm just going to take it and cut it in half to give me 2 strips. And then I'm just going to hot glue the strips together like in a V on the wood oval, and then I'll glue the ends down also, and that's going to create our flip-flop. And it's going to be a funny looking little flip-flop because it looks like it's for Fred Flintstone's foot or something. It's just so fat and chunky, but it's okay. It was just a cute idea, and I thought it was nice, so that's why I did it. And I'm actually going to make 2 of these. I'm going to do the other one off camera because I'm just doing the same thing for both of them. And then I have some wood letters that I'm going to paint with that coral color, and I'm going to put that on both of the flip-flops, and they're going to say 2 different sayings or 2 different, things, just little sayings that you would say. So that's what I'm going to do next. And so here are the letters. I guess I painted those off camera. I also made 2 little bowls out of some jute twine, and I'm just going to stick those at the end of where the flip-flop is attached, where the straps are attached to the bottom of the wood. And then I'm just going to take those letters and I'm going to create the words that say toes in the sand. And I'm going to just do it right around the top there. And for the other one, it's going to say flip-flops. But like I said, I'm going to do that one off camera. Okay, next I got this little tag from Dollar Tree. It actually came with 2 tags attached together, and I thought that was a fantastic deal, to get 2 substantial sized wood pieces for one price. So I'm going to first add the antique wax mixed with water. So I learned my lesson from the last project, and I'm just going to brush it on there. And I like how this goes on much better. It's lighter, and then when I wipe it off, it actually comes off if I want some of it off. But I'm just going to add that all over this front of this sign. I'm going to wipe it down. Then on both the little sandals, I'm going to add a little white paint so that they will stand out a little bit. And then we're going to decorate the sandals so they will really stand out. So I found some jute rope that was teal colored, and I put that on the outline of the sandal straps. And then I felt like it needed something in the middle at the top of the shoe. So then I decided I was going to use these gems. But then when I did that, it was cute, but I decided to try the white flower, and the white flower looked much better to me. It actually looked like some sandals I used to have when I was younger with the flowers across the top. So I was like, yes, let's use these lovely white flowers. And I think it turned out really cute. And then I have some wood letters there that I like painted that coral color. And the words are going to say beach bum. And I'm going to glue those on there. And that's going to be super cute. Yeah, these are so cute. I actually had shoes like that growing up. They used to sell those at like Family Dollar or something when I was younger. So I'm just adding my letters. I'm just getting my placement right. And these letters are not the same letters from the same package. I just have all these random letters and I just piece them together. And for the U, I actually had to cut an O in half. That's why it looks so funny. But I got it to fit, and I'm just going to hot glue it on there. And then I made a little ribbon, and then I felt like it needed a hanger at the top or just something else at the top. So I'm going to take these beads and string it onto this jute cord, and then we're going to move on to our next project. And so here's the next project. This is the other tag that was connected with the other one. I told you I got two. I'm just gonna paint this one white, and then I'm gonna use that sea turtle. I love turtles. Oh, and guys, I'm just letting you guys know that this is a challenge video and that you have a playlist to watch when you're done, and check out the host and the guest host channels. So I'm just gonna add a little white paint on here. And then I'm going to take my antique wax, and I'm going to do my sea turtle with the antique wax. And next I have these rocks that I got these out of my stash that I got from the Dollar Tree. First I'm going to hot glue the turtle to the tag. Then I'm going to take the rocks and I'm just going to glue them to the turtle. At first I was just going to glue it on his shell, but then I decided to just glue them all over and completely cover the turtle. I'm going to try to paint it so it'll look like sea glass. When I was in the Bahamas, I was really looking for sea glass, but it was really difficult to find, you know? But I did find a couple little pieces. They're stored away somewhere, and they're so pretty once they've tossed around in the ocean and the sand has rubbed them and made these different, beautiful colors out of them. It's super pretty. So here's Mr. Sea Turtle. He's all done. So what I did was I took a little gray paint, a little white paint, and now that I look at it, after I did it, I should have started with a blue, a lighter blue, like a coral blue, and then added a little white. But we live and we learn. So what I did after I did the gray, I added a little bit of this blue, and then I thought I had some silver paint and I didn't. And then I'm just gonna get out a little gold paint. And I'm just trying to mimic a little sea glass here. And if it doesn't look like sea glass, I think it's still blue like the ocean, so it's pretty either way. And I'm just gonna add this on here, and then I'm gonna add a little hanger also, or just some some beads at the top, some wood beads at the top. Now here is the gold paint that I chose. This is just going to add a little highlighting all around on the stones just to help them stand out and give them some dimension. And I'm not doing a lot of gold paint, just little dabs, dabs, dabs all around just to give it that dimension. And I'm going to put together the word sea turtle with this stamp, and I'm going to stamp that on there, and I'll show you it completed at the end of the video. Next, I have this shadow box, and I think I got this shadow box on sale. It was like $1. Can't remember where. It was either at Meijer or Hobby Lobby. Either way, I'm just going to take my antique wax and I'm going to paint all over this with the antique wax to make it look, you know, just all completed on the outside, not the back, just the top, the front and the outside. Then I have that beautiful picture that I got from the Dollar Tree along with that that flower pick, that pick with the seahorse on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a scene inside of this box, and I'm going to add the seahorse and the greenery to the outside, and it's going to be really pretty. I think this was my favorite project that I did in this challenge. You guys let me know what you think. And so I cut down my little picture, and then I'm gonna glue it inside of the shadow box, and that was just Mod Podge that I used to glue it in with. Just used a little bit of that, and then I'm just gonna lay it in there, and it fit perfectly because I measured and cut it down to size. And then I thought about adding the picture to go up on the sides, but I didn't like how that looked. I liked it better just in the bottom of it. And now I'm going to take apart this pick, and I am going to glue it to the outside of the box. So guys, I just want you to remember that this is a challenge. Check out Farm Charm Chic, Crafty Cove, and Craft Away with May, and the playlist. And here we are at the end of the video. This is the lovely Beach Bums tag. I think it turned out so cute. I have to get a different style of tiered tray though, because I couldn't get everything to fit. I made everything too big, I guess. And so I just laid it there on that seashell, and I actually got that seashell when I was in the Bahamas, that big one. And here is our shadow box. I think it turned out super cute. This is my favorite. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And here are the chubby flip-flops. Toes in the sand and flip-flop. I think they're cute. Like I said, they look like they would fit on Fred Flintstone's feet. And here is the sea turtle. And I made the little beaded tag at the top. And this is our little beach scene with the sand and the ocean, seahorse, starfish and seashells. I think they're super cute. Remember to check the description box below for the host, the co-host, and the playlist. Take care, guys.